Let's make some sweet and salty, seedy crackers. Welcome back to the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show, where we make plant-based cooking easy. I'm Jill, and today, boy, do I have a treat for you. If you know me and you've watched the show before, you know I have a thing for crunchy snacks, especially chips. So when I found this recipe, I just fell in love. And honestly, all credit needs to go to Terry Ann Carty. I found this post of hers, and I just fell in love with these crackers, and I changed them up just a little bit just to suit a little bit closer to the plant-based or a whole food plant-based version. So we're going to jump right in. And all of our ingredients today are from our partner Essential Organics, who carry over 600 organic products. And if you want to check them out, you can use the code PLANTBASEDEASY at checkout for 10% off your first order. All right, so we are going to jump in here. We're going to start with what is going to stick these crackers together. So we're starting with some date syrup. And you could also use maple syrup, but I think date syrup is just a better option because it's really just closer to its food source, and it's less processed than maple syrup. All right, and that's 1/3 cup. And then we have a teaspoon of dark miso. And that's going to give you that nice salty taste. So these are, I'm going to call them SWALTY seedy crackers because they're sweet and salty and super delicious. All right, so you want to do that first, and then take your whisk and whisk this up really good. You really want to get the miso really dissolved into that date syrup before we add our other ingredients. You don't want any big chunks of miso in there. All right, there we go. All right, for our next ingredients, we are going to start with 1 cup of black sesames. And this mix of seeds is so healthy for you. They are full of all kinds of minerals and antioxidants and fiber. And especially for you people out there that have nut allergies, this is going to be perfect for you. And 3/4 cup of white sesame seeds, and these are all raw. They're not the toasted kind because we're going to put them in the oven. 1/3 cup of sunflower seeds, and 1/3 cup of pumpkin seeds. And there's all your great omega-3s and omega-6s. That's the really super healthy fats. All right, so now you're just going to stir these up until it's all really stuck together and well mixed. And if you're not allergic to nuts, you could mix this up. You could really use like chopped walnuts or pecans, any kind of nut really, instead of the pumpkin seeds or the sunflower seeds. But I would really stick with the sesame seeds. Make sure you use those because that's really what gives it the texture that you're going to find out. All right, so once we have this mixed, you want to preheat your oven to 300 degrees. And then you're going to need a cookie sheet and some pieces of parchment paper. All right, so I'm going to grab those and then I'll show you how to roll them out. All right, so now you want to put 1 piece of parchment on your cookie sheet and then pour out your stuff here, your mixture. And then you'll want to flatten it out a bit first, and it doesn't stick together perfectly at this point. It kind of clumps a little bit, so you have to be a little bit gentle so that you don't have big holes in it. Spread that out, and then I'm going to put a piece of parchment on top. And you could just do this with your hands, but I like to do it with my rolling pin just because it makes them a little bit thinner and more consistent on the thickness. So just roll them out, and then the parchment, keeps it from sticking to your rolling pin because that would be a big sticky mess. I think you would end up with most of it just on your rolling pin. Okay, and then you just gently peel this off, and you're going to get some of this that's going to stick to it, but there's so much here, you're not going to miss that little bit there. Set that aside. And then we're gonna stick this into the oven for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna flip it and cook it for another 15 minutes. But I'll show you the trick about flipping it once we get done with that first 15 minutes. While we're waiting for that, I'd like to share some background on our show. The Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show is crowd-funded, which means these free weekly recipe videos, along with our entire catalog of free printable recipes on our website, plantbasedcookingshow.com, and our Plant-Based Cooking Made Easy cookbook series, are all made possible in part by the generous patronage of our supporting membership community. So if you love our recipes, I invite you to join us on our mission to make plant-based cooking easy, and follow the link in the description to become a supporting member today. There's no denying the plant-based diet is a nutrient powerhouse, but did you know there are a handful of hard-to-get nutrients even well-crafted diets are often lacking? The latest research suggests that complementing your diet with a few specific vitamins, minerals, and omega-3s will help boost your energy and keep you thriving for the long term. That's why my daily health routine includes Complement Essential. Complement Essential contains the 8 critical nutrients lacking from most plant-based diets in dosages optimized specifically for us. As a special discount for our viewers, just use code PLANTBASEDEASY at checkout to save 15% off of your order. Okay, so we're ready to flip. So I'm going to use that same piece of parchment that we rolled it out with, put it over your cookie sheet, and then you need something else, maybe even if you have another cookie sheet or just a cutting board. I'm going to put it on top of the crackers because we need to flip this over, but the crackers at this point are still very malleable and it's really hard to do this without making it break. So I'm just going to take this, you're going to flip it over. Okay. Take the cookie sheet off, set that aside, and you're going to peel that top paper off. And just like the other one, there'll be some that come off with it, but it's okay. Like that. And then you're going to take your other cookie sheet, and you're just going to pull it off or slide it off onto your cookie sheet. Because like I said, this is still very malleable. You want to do it kind of carefully so you don't break it, just like that. And then back in the oven for 15 more minutes. Okay, they are out of the oven, and if you want to come in and take a closer look here, you can tell they're still malleable, so you have to let them completely cool before you break them up. And you could score them a little bit, so you have a little bit of a nicer break, but I like to just, break them off in pieces. It's just the same. So I'm gonna let these cool before I break them, and then I'll meet you at the table for a taste. Okay guys, we are ready. I snapped off a few so you could see how crunchy they are. They are so delicious. The only problem is controlling yourself so you don't eat the whole tray full. Come on back next week for another great recipe.